Good morning friends and welcome to another video. Today I'm doing a test ride with a Honda GB350S, the competitor of the Royal Enfield 350J series like the Meteor or the Classic. And this is Honda's version of a 350 single-cylinder engine with nearly the same than Royal Enfield, a 21 horsepower engine. Before I start the test ride, I will show you a few details of the GB350. Compared to the Royal Enfield models, the Honda GB350 is a little bit more looking like a 70s retro bike, while the Royal Enfield models orientate a little bit more in direction of the 50s, 60s. But this motorcycle really looks beautiful. Classic style. One-cylinder engine, 21 horsepower, very similar to the Royal Enfield models, just a different look. Of course, the GB350 has all the modern features like LED front light, LED turn signals, same on the back, LED light and LED turn signals, single disc caliper on the back, double disc caliper on the front. It's a Nissan one. I will not go in all the technical details because you find everything in the internet. Today I will concentrate on the test ride and see if there's any difference to the Royal Enfield models like the Classic and the Meteor. But from the look I really like it. It's a beautiful bike with this grey tank. Seat also looks very nice. Well made with the red stitching here. Before I start, let's have a look at the dashboard. Very simple. You have a speedometer, you have a gear indicator, fuel gauge, time, and there are some buttons here on the side where you can change to trip 1, trip 2, liters per 100 kilometers. This is 2.9 liters at the moment. Range, the battery voltage, and you have some control lights here on the side for engine lights, high beam, and for the ABS. Very simple. Okay, let's go for a test ride. First time on a Honda GB350S. Beautiful looking bike. So will be interesting how this bike rides in comparison to my Royal Enfield. Okay, so start the engine. Sound is good, really good sound. So this is a good street for testing the suspension. The seat is quite stiff, but not uncomfortable. It's wide. The clutch lever is very easy to pull. Wow! The exhaust note is really, really good. No, brakes are okay. Wow, the sound! That's amazing. I would say it's even a little bit gruntier than my Royal Enfield Meteor exhaust. Has a different sound. Yeah, seating position is comfortable. I'm sitting a little bit more bent forward. Like on a little bit more sporty street motorcycle. It's very easy to handle. What's really interesting is the range that you get with this tank, 530 kilometers, and the tank is not, it's full. So with one full tank, 530 kilometers, so good for some weekend trips. Yeah, seating position is quite comfortable. The angle in the knees for a tall rider like me, the foot pegs could be a little bit more forward. But it's okay. It's a different seating position than on the Meteor 350. As I already said, you are leaning a little bit more forward, a little bit more sporty riding position. The position of the mirrors is not perfect. I see a lot of my arms, so half of the mirror is my arm, the other half is the rear view. Maybe bring it, now it's a little bit better. Just bring it in a different position, like that. Yeah, for me it would be perfect if the handlebars would be a little bit more upright, so about 3 centimeters higher, a little bit more to the back. Then I would sit completely straight. But everyone who wants a little bit more active riding style will be very happy with this seating position. But the clutch lever, that is so easy to pull. It's amazing. Yeah, the dash looks good, very clean, in a very good position. Visibility is very good. Yeah, you can get this bike for 4,500 euros, an amazing price for a Honda motorcycle with a 350cc engine. So for sure this bike is a very good bike for city rides because it's lightweight, it's small, easy to handle. Suspension feels firm but quite okay on these little bit bumpy roads here. So, and if I compare it with the Meteor, it's a little bit more like the Hunter, I think. I think the Meteor is a little bit more comfortable for my taste because seating position is a little bit more upright, feet a little bit more to the front. But the bike handles very good. And I don't know if it's just a feeling at the moment, but I think the Honda pulls a little bit more aggressive compared to my Enfield. Of course, the Meteor is heavier, especially with all the accessories I mounted. The Honda is much lighter. Also, the gearing is different. But the engine is very quiet. I think the engine runs a little bit smoother than the Enfield J engine. You don't have that many vibrations. So what can I say so far? Very nice bike. For this price, 4,500 euros. Everything is well built, riding quality is good. And for roads like these here, on the countryside, on the weekend, this is a very nice bike. Very pleasant to ride, very easy to handle. Very low vibrations in the engine, also on the handlebars. Feels super smooth. The sitting position is okay for taller riders. I'm 188 centimeters. But I think it will be better for riders between, let's say, 170 up to 184, 85-ish, something like that. Because if you have long legs, like I have, the angle is a little bit cramped. Yeah? So if the foot pegs would be a tick further forward, it would be more comfortable, and the handlebars a little bit more upright, then it would be perfect for me. And the power, same as on the Royal Enfield, 21 horsepower is absolutely fine. I think you can have a lot of fun with this bike. For sure it's not made for the Autobahn. Top speed will be around 110, 115. So even the engine is nearly the same as the Royal Enfield 350cc, long stroke engine, 21 horsepower, but the Honda engine feels different. Feels a little bit smoother, and the power delivery is different. I think it pulls a little bit better than the Enfield. And what is really absolutely fantastic about this bike is the exhaust note. It's a grunt which comes out of this exhaust. You don't feel like on a small bike. So I hope you can hear the exhaust note. .350cc with a sound like a big motorcycle. Cool, this is what I really like. So that, I think besides the look, the sound is the best on this bike. Feels so good. The seat is quite long, so you can change the positions a lot. Can go completely to the front here, which gives me a little bit more comfortable seating position. The more I go back, of course, the more I have to lean forward. But of course, this is not a cruiser, it's a street bike. And for sure you will have a more dynamic ride in this seating position than on a cruiser. I would love to get this bike for a weekend here. I think it must be great fun on country roads when you're riding between 80 and 90. And for sure this bike is absolutely capable of doing traveling too. If you like the seating position and you feel comfortable on this bike, why not? What's my conclusion about the Honda GB350S? First of all, it's a beautiful looking bike. They did a very good design with it. Looks like an old Honda Classic bike from the 70s with modern tech in it, like full LED. Then this nice engine, very smooth, runs perfectly well, not that much vibrations. The best thing I have to say is the exhaust note. The sound of this exhaust. You could hear it. This is the exhaust of a 350cc engine. Sounds like a real big motorcycle. Yeah, suspension is okay. It's a little bit firmer, but not uncomfortable. The seat is absolutely fine. It's very wide, quite stiff, but not uncomfortable. I had a good feeling on it. Because it's wide and very long, you have a lot of positions that you can sit on. The sitting position for tall riders, you have to try it. If you are planning to get a GB350, then do a test ride. For my legs, it's a little bit too cramped in the angle, which I don't like that much, especially when you do long distance riding. But anything else, very comfortable seating position, very neutral. You can get a lot of accessories for the bike too, like fog lights, crash guards. There's a windshield that you can get and a cover for the lamp here. Lots of some bags for the backside. So all in all, a very good bike for an amazing price of just 4,500 euro, which is not very much for a Honda bike in this quality. Very nice engine with a chrome cover on the side. Also the blacked out exhaust with the chrome cover on top. for me, an absolute recommendation if you like the style of these more street bikes, a little bit more sporty than the Meteor, of course, from the seating position. You can compare it for sure with the Hunter. Will be a little bit the same from the riding comfort, and yeah, great bike. I had a lot of fun. So I hope you liked the video today, the short test ride with the Honda GB350S, and if you did, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and ride safe. Cheers.